Hey Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to This is the Beatles. Come together to listen to their greatest hits. Brought to you by
Hello, guys. Hold on, so sorry about the mic issues. I'm getting it fixed. Oh no, my mic has been just weird. Hello. Welcome, guys. I'm trying to get my mic all set up for this flight today. We have a few short hops for today, and by that I mean we have some short little hops in Texas going on. And this has to be some of my favorite couple of routes to do, which is Lubbock to Dallas, Dallas to Houston. This is just really good flights, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to jump on into it because it's a very short flight, Lubbock to Dallas, but it is very fun. So what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump right inside this cockpit. Go ahead and get this airplane up and alive. So batteries on, emergency exit lights are armed. We can go ahead and get this onto the ground power and then set these to nav. Wait until those say align. Align. Cool. So then after this we can go ahead and go on with our checks. All looking good. Right there, logo can go on, that can go to steady. And cool. We're all set. So let's go ahead and let's go to the FMC because our route is really very, very short. And you'll see what I mean by that when we put it in. So for airports, we're at KLBB-Bravo. And we will go ahead and just take this position. Boom, let's go to the route. So we are going from Lubbock to Dallas. Dallas Love Field, not DFW. So with that, we are going to depart Lubbock. No SID. But we are going to depart runway 35 left. That'll go to our legs. And then our arrival into KDAL. This is literally our entire flight plan right here. We're going to take the ILS 31 right. And then we're going to go via the Jeffrey 4 via the Hinker. And that's all our flight plan. That is literally all that we are doing today. This is our flight plan. It is that simple. Look at this. You depart through 5 left, go direct, Hinker. Look at this. It is this simple. Go direct, Hinker. And then from there, it does give us vectors. So let's see if we can just go direct or what. Oh yeah, we can just go direct. So you actually don't even need those vectors because we can just go direct from there. And that's our entire flight plan right there. Done within 30 seconds, I want to say. It is that easy for this flight. So that's all looking good. I do just want to go back to the first page and just check. Does it have us coming from right here? It says that we're gonna go direct there, so we'll just have to check when these are aligned in 4 minutes. So it's really just an easy departure out of here. So we're going direct to our first waypoint. It's really nothing that hard. Cool. So we're gonna start this flight leg. Do the welcome aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, from flight deck, we'd like to add a welcome aboard. Anticipate possibly some light bumps or some choppy air as we climb out. As a precaution, keep our flight attendants seated for a few minutes. Make sure we know, what that ride's going to be like before they get up. Also appreciate it if everyone would remain in their seats during that time. Thanks for being with us today.
So that's our announcement. So our payload is 30.4 thousand pounds today, and our fuel is 12.7. So now that we have all that, we can go ahead and go right back to here, go to the route, and here we go. You ready? It is going to be this easy. We literally do that. And our cruise, it's telling us 370, but I don't want to go that high, so we're going to do 320 on the flight level. So we'll just go ahead and put in 320. And it is raining here, by the way, if y'all cannot tell. It is raining very, very hard. So we're going to try to get out of here pretty much ASAP. So reserves for today on the fuel page, it's giving me 6.3 on the reserves. And our cost index for today, company's giving me 35. So to our N1 limit, we're gonna do boom. Actually, no, we're gonna do, it won't even let us do it. Cool. So flaps will be set to 5 for departure. It should give us that, but honestly, I don't think it will. And that's about good. So yeah, it is being a bit weird right there. Cool. Then we are getting out of here off the gate at least in 2 minutes. So the forward fuel pump can go ahead and go on. APU, we'll hold the start. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you should see our EGT fly up right there. There you go. So we should be able to turn on our buses here pretty soon. Till then, y'all damper can go and go. I like to keep it off until after engine start. All of that is good so far. We're actually gonna go ahead and turn on our fasten seatbelt sign.
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and close that door, and I think we need to lock it too, so. Wait, no, we need to do the other way. So, flight door is locked, which is always good. And it's saying that this is alive, which it is. So, let's get our way out of here, guys. I don't want to be stuck here in El Paso for much longer. I love El Paso. I really do, but it's about time that we get out. So, better push back. Actually, I need my avatar real quick. I need to see where we're actually going. Charts. Nope, I don't have any. Airport. Or no, it's KLBB. I don't normally fly in here, so yeah, it's a bit weird. Anyways, so our airport, here's our parking. So we're taking off 3-5. Is this it? Yeah, no, we're taking off left. I was about to say right. What the? Is that even a runway? So basically, yeah, I know where we're getting the pushback now. So let's just go ahead. Better pushback. You can go ahead and start our pushback now.
Please show me where you want to go.
Looks so much sunnier out here than it actually is from the flight deck. And then we'll just have them pull us up just a bit. Actually, no, we don't need them to.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
That is perfect. So that's RTO. So as he's driving up, we can actually go ahead and turn these on. Get off the GPU power. And we'll go ahead and disconnect that. No more GPU. Everything else is good. Actually, I think we need to get the fuel off. Yeah, I didn't put on the fuel. Whoopsie. I don't think we need to put on that much anyway, so yeah. How much fuel did I say we needed? 12.7. We're at 6, so it'll literally be like a few more seconds until he's done with his thing.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
There goes. He's already done. Cool. So, in that case, let's get ready. Window heat can go ahead and go on. That's looking good up there. Let's just go ahead and turn the yaw damper on. He's connecting, and then once we have that signal, we turn on the fuel pumps, and we are out of El Paso. I don't know why. This camera just seems a bit low for me. So I need to look back right here. Can I move this?
So connected.
Oh, you can.
Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Oh wait, that's actually really cool. Okay, you're gonna stay right there. So yeah, we don't have anything besides that. Cool. So go ahead, release that. Fuel pumps on, and on.
Pushback, and you may start engine.
Anti-collision go ahead and go on. Didn't mean to turn those on. So we can go ahead ground.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Didn't mean to do that. I need to get used to the Zebo and how like the lights can trigger things.
What's strapped in? Is it where you can eat anything?
And that's not, oh right, because the AP bleed is off. Like something's wrong. Why aren't the engines starting? Just that. And 25. That engine can go and get some fuel. How's it looking? It's starting up alright. Alright, here we go. So I actually need to look at the borrow.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Copy that. I need to get my mates on.
Tow. Stand by.
KLBB. And 3003. There you go. So that's our thing. Why is it set that high? Yeah, no, we did not need to be running that at like full power. And set that to ground. It's gonna be starting up right there. You can see the engine spinning. Whew. Alright, well, that was what that was. And go ahead and inject the fuel.
We'll be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
See you, ground crew. So with that,
American Airlines, in just a few moments, we'd like you to direct your attention to the video screens located throughout the cabin for an important safety demonstration on our Boeing 737 aircraft. Thank you.
you just say American Airlines? I mean, I do mainly fly American in this aircraft. Don't get me wrong. But we're in Southwest. Okay, cool. So now that we have that, I'm just taking off something. So now that we have both our engines on, we can go ahead and prepare for taxi. So both electrics can go ahead and go on. Those are supposed to be on. Probes can go ahead and go on. Auto, APU bleed can go ahead and go off as we get on the engine generators. APU can go ahead and go off as well. Seatbelt signs are already on. Now we can go ahead and turn on taxi light, and those can stay off until a bit. That's looking good. We can go ahead and set that to auto. And we're all good for taxi. Something that I do want is to set it to low for both sides, because I do not want that on our screen. Wait, can I control? Oh, I never knew that. That's so cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our taxi going. That's set to 5 flaps. I think. Not sure what it means by takeoff config. I mean, whoop. Okay. Right, this runway right here's just that. So we're gonna go ahead and arm these. Not sure why it's saying takeoff config when we have it all set. Does our brakes need to be? I don't know what it means, because our flaps are set, everything's good. And if we set that to RTO, I don't know. Does our flight directors have to be on? I don't even know at this point. And we have pulled a actual Southwest with fast taxiing. So our wipers are set to low. Once we get up into the air, we can turn them off, because these things just like to drain battery. I don't know what it means by takeoff config, because we literally have everything set. Let's do flight control test. Up, down, to the side, rudder right, rudder left. Flight controls are checked and ready. I think it means our lights, possibly. I don't know. So, here we go, approaching the runway. Gonna go ahead, runway turnoffs can go ahead and go on. All of those guys can go ahead and go on. Taxi light can go ahead and go off. Wheel well and wing. Please be seated.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Copy that. So we're all good for departure now. Cabin crew has cleared us. So let's get in. Let's go for departure. So we're lining up just a bit back from the 1,000-footer, so yeah, we can still take off though. And flight directors on both sides. And we can get that on the VNAV So, here we go. Throttle goes up to toga. And it's just gonna yell at us until we get off the ground. Because I don't know what's wrong, but it says that something's wrong, so who knows. Airspeed is alive, column pressure down.
80 knots.
80 knots, pressure released. You need to be aiming for like the 150s. Rotate. Gear up.
400.
We're gonna go ahead and put on the VNAV. So it says that we need to keep flaps at around 1 until that. So auto throttle can go ahead and go on. We'll set it right there. That's cool. That can be unarmed. And a tight turn after departure now. Here we go. Flaps up. Like all the way up. Auto brake can go ahead and go off now as we are on our climb. Windshield wipers can go ahead and go off since we are just about to be out of the clouds. And since we almost had this thing on the autopilot, we should be okay, but it could depend. Now, how much room do we have? Oh. Yeah, let's move it up to 370 now. Let's go back to our init ref. Go back a few pages. Whoa, did not mean to do that. Our cruise. So I need to change this to 370. And that already moved it. Cool. So, we're now going up to 370. Just for a bit of that. So we can now go ahead and just clean all of these lights up as we are passing through. Boom, boom. All of those can go ahead and go off. Off, off, off. Let's keep that right there off. And autopilot on. Actually, I think we do need some of these lights. No, not these. I don't see navigation lights anywhere. What did these say? That's just our turn off. Or that's our landing lights. Yeah, I don't see any nav lights, so. They're already gone. Why is it raining so much? I think it stopped, but I just lost like 2 million frames when I went outside. Oh yeah. I lost so many frames. Hold on. Holy cow. I lost way too many frames. And this can go to standard now. And we are. Whew. So we're already off the ground. We are just about to be above the clouds. So this is nice and good. So something that I did want to talk about is like routes and plane selections. I've mostly been flying with a lot of Airbus. I've only done like 1 or 2 flights. I think I've only done 1 flight with a Boeing on this since I've came back from the break. So I'm going to try to keep a good mix of Airbus and Boeing. Also going to throw some Embraer up in there and possibly CRJ. But Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be more based on the Airbus side when I start flying Microsoft Flight Sim. But in X-Plane, I can do so many Boeing flights, I can do so many Airbus flights, you know, especially since I just got the 321 yesterday off the org store, so it's really just, I don't know, it just comes down to what you guys want to see. I'm really fine with anything. So, yeah. But we are still in the climb, just passing through 19,000. I think my next leg I'm going to do on VATSIM. Actually, there's regional approach. If KDAL has approach on right now. Should I log in to VATSIM like right now? I feel like I should. No, I'm gonna keep it offline for this stream. I would if there was center online, but there's not, and plus I've already started my flight. Jeez, DFW's crazy though right now. There's 2 planes at KDAL right now. That's about it. No centers online. Or actually, no. Edmonton center's on. That is about it. I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna be I'm not gonna be doing much VATSIM. I'm mostly gonna be doing it on my own time. You know, not much on streams, just because that last time I went on VATSIM went. But no, once I start getting more comfortable with it, I will definitely start streaming with it more. And that's something that I want to stand to. So, yep. So, we are, I think we just, like, finished. No, we are still 40 nautical miles out from our top of from our cruise, and then we have, so what, if this is 80, then we have maybe a good 120 nautical miles until we start our descent too, so we got plenty of time. We don't even have to worry about it. But yeah, our fuel's looking good. Everything's looking good. So I think we just can kind of sit back and relax here. There's a lot of like Canadian Tower on, and like East Coast is just thriving right now with so much traffic. MCO has a lot of traffic too. Who knows? I'm definitely gonna start flying like more different airlines like Delta, Frontier. Frontier's the main one that I want to start flying. Just because of, you know, how it is. I have all the planes that they can, you know, they use, so might as well. And there go some of the clouds. So we're still pretty far out from leveling off. Just trying to see when I need to make this announcement. So yeah. Oh, I can't type. Boom. So yeah. So here we go. I mean, this is a pretty fun flight because we get 2 landings in, 2 legs. It's overall just really, really fun, and I like to do it. So there's our cruise, 7,000 feet away. And our ground speed right now is 490 knots. So we are really just cruising through here right now. And we have burned quite a bit of fuel, but we are running very high. It's a bit concerning. Let me check my progress. Fuel. It's saying that we are gonna have 8.2 in Dallas, which means that we burn off only another 1,000, which doesn't sound right. Yeah, I know. And we're making a turn, so right to this wing view as we make that turn. And we're leveling out of it now. Still just a bit more to go until we can go to make that call. And yep. So we're done with that turn. And we'll go ahead and announce that we are getting ready to level off. Fasten seatbelt sign can go ahead and go off.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we're level to our initial cruise altitude, expecting a fairly smooth ride today. We have the seatbelt sign turned off, and while you're seated, we do ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened about you at all times in case we encounter unexpected bumpy air. And we do thank you for flying with us on American.
Once again, on American Southwest, but we'll go with it. So that is basically what's going on.
1, 2, 3, 4, United, 2, Southwest 2.
Okay, wait, I want to go back to how many? Okay, I want to go back to 8. 7 is what I want to be at.
United, Southwest 1.
Okay, there you go. Hold on, let me try doing level off once more.
Still holding line to bridge to the forward galley laboratory area.
for doing that announcement for the right airline. So we actually don't start our descent for another, what, 50 nautical miles, which is pretty good. We're actually coming up on it, so it's gonna start pretty soon. And then we start our descent into KDAL. I definitely need to get more like ortho for this area, because I think we're gonna be flying. I need to get ortho for so many places, because we're gonna start to flying quite a lot. I think I'm gonna be doing another stream tonight as well, so it's definitely gonna be really interesting. As we are only getting a bit closer and closer to descent as this goes on. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh. There you go. Cool. So, we are just... what? So, we are just about at, what flight level? Flight level 370 and 20 nautical miles, starting our descent into KDAL, or Dallas Love Field. And this is our arrival for today. So basically we are going straight in, or well, not straight in. I've done this many times and I've watched many planes do this before in real life. So basically, let me just tell you some of the landmarks that we are going to see on this. We are going to see Ray Roberts Lake in that little park. It is a very popular RV park in Texas. So it's actually just by the Greg's Waypoint. It's a lake. I'll show you on the flight radar. This is basically our arrival. So we're gonna descend right here, make a little, you know, straight line, just either south or right over Ray Roberts, and then we're gonna go over Salina Prosper through Frisco. But I think mainly what the arrival does is it goes right here, through here, and then we go in on a somewhat straight-in approach to KDAL. So yeah, I've researched this, and actually I think this is the arrival, but I think we go down just a bit more. Yeah, I think since we're coming from, what's it called? Lubbock, we're gonna be taking this, so most likely further south. I'll try to find a Southwest that came from that area. But it seems like all of these are just arrivals that came from the south. So yeah, it is a pretty special what's it called? A very special arrival for today. And we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves down to, I want to take it down to 3,000, or no, 2,000 before that. And we're gonna go ahead and set our descent, turn seatbelt sign on. As we've now started our descent, and it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm not sure where the clouds are. Let me just go ahead and look at the METAR real quick. So KDAL, and let's just check this together. So overcast at 8,000, broken at 6,500, few at 4,000, and light rain. Why is it so rainy in Texas all of a sudden? I don't know. Hopefully in Houston we have some better weather, I want to say. And new subscriber to the channel, Aerosaur Aviation. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Captain Colton. Thanks for your subscription. My little subscription button, my little subscription notification is broken. I'm gonna hopefully fix that after this stream. It's either that or my stream elements is just dead. So that is something that I do need to get fixed, but welcome in, and yeah. Thanks for your subscription and welcome into the channel. So that's a good little surprise, as we are right back on our descent into KDAL. Quite a bumpy descent too, I want to say. And we'll go ahead and just arm these just in case if we need to use them here. Actually, yeah, let's use them, because we are going just a bit fast. So here we go. And it's gonna hold us at 11,000 just for like a quick moment. Then it'll put us right back on the descent. So we're gonna go ahead and let's put these back into the wings here. as I just got a huge drop of frames, probably because we're loading in the DFW scenery, which is always gonna take, or well, not DFW scenery, and there you go, it actually shows up. So there you go, Aerosaur. Thanks for the subscription. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. I don't know why that was hidden. Otherwise, I should have popped up. Anyways, we are just so close to arriving into KDAL today. Just so close. Yeah, thank you so much for the subscription, Aerosaur, and I hope to see you in later streams. Yeah, I really, thanks for the subscription. Really appreciate it. Hold on, I'm trying to reset something. There you go. So, here we go. Just need to check if it updated it or what. Oh, Captain O'Neill Shaquille. As just through 20,000 feet now. And this is when it starts to get interesting as we start this. It's gonna be a pretty big, I don't know, this is gonna be a pretty fun arrival though. That's all I'm gonna say, and it is gonna be fun. So we can actually go ahead and switch this back to 40 as we just get closer to the airport. There's Greg's. As we just get closer and closer to this big cloud coverage, I don't know, it just feels weird. But I think I do have some KDAL scenery today too. Not ortho. I don't have ortho for Texas yet. I only have it for the West Coast. But I'm gonna get some, so then we can start doing some 320 hops, some 777. I think something that I want to do possibly this weekend or something like that is 777 flight for either American Airlines or like FedEx or, you know, possibly even United, you know, who knows. But yeah. So here we go. And we're right with the descent too, so it is going to be very good. So I am going to get a few mods though, to make the streams better, of course. I think later today we're going to be flying from Atlanta to, I believe, Orlando with Frontier. I need to make sure that that's like a real life operation, but I think we should be able to fly. It's somewhere in Florida that I'm thinking of. I think it's Orlando. Let me just check. Let me check. Yeah, Frontier does operate that. So does Sun Country. Southwest operates that? Might have to make an extra leg to Atlanta. But no, I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and go to, just do that. And it's showing that my screen just went black, so it's a bit concerning. But yes, greatly. It's a high chance, and it'll probably be a night flight too, to make it even better. So yeah. As we just enter these like thick clouds here. I really like these clouds. They make it look super realistic, but it is very scary when trying to fly into these. But no, I mean, they're just clouds. They can't really do anything to the aircraft. Probably gonna get taken down by one of these now. But no, I mean, I don't think they can take down the aircraft. I don't. Unless if it's like some like type of super cloud, then no, I don't think they can. And we're gonna go ahead and put in the speed brakes and just enjoy this view of the cloud before we fly into it and while we're descending. I need to make sure that I have. Actually, don't. Good thing I checked. Hold on, I'm having to do this. Boom, 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 and boom. Then we'll have this take up the entire screen. And then text settings, we'll just go ahead and throw the size up here. I have to make another scene for when we change flights. So there you go. Hold on. Let me just let me add another scene real quick. And then okay, sorry about that. Just had to set it up for when we do have to reset the sim. So we are just getting closer and closer to the arrival. It's holding us at 11,000 right now. We're holding a pretty consistent speed. We're gonna go ahead and set that. I did forget what the METAR was. So we're gonna just take another look at that. So we're gonna go ahead, put this at 3003. No, 3006 is what it is. And that's it. It says light rain. I think it's gonna be fine. I've landed in wet conditions before. It's honestly not that bad, so we'll be good. I'm checking my audio bit rate's like gone. Hold on, let me check that. No, we are still. Hold on. Gone. Yeah, no, it's here. It is. It's good. I don't know what YouTube's on, but it's here and it's good. So, yeah, who knows? difficult. So we're just going through 10,000 now. It's going to be slowing us down. So I think pretty soon we need to start slowing, but I don't think now. I think once we deploy first set of flaps there, yeah, there you go. But we're not doing that just yet, so we can keep it up until the deceleration point, and then I'm not sure what speed it's going to put us at then. So we're right back on, just below 10,000, so we can go ahead and boop, those can go on, that can go on. Logo on. Basically, all of these guys can go on now. Except for wheel well. No, wing can go on. Wheel well can stay off. So, yeah. So that's all good. We can just sit back here. It says that it's overcast at 8,000 and then broken at 6,500. So pretty soon here we should get out of these clouds. But if anything, it says few at 4,000. So yeah. I need to turn my anti-freeze on. Where is that? I have all my window heat on. Oh, it's the rain coming through. Forgot about that. I thought that it was I thought it was what's it called? Ice forming on the front. That's funny. But nope, it's just some rain. And I get really bad frames when I look out here, but then when I'm right back up in the flight deck, I get about 30. I think I can close out some of my tabs and it would probably help me take some load off my computer. I don't need Spotify right now. I will need it later, so hopefully that gives me a bit of FPS boost, so I can just close that now. Give me about 10, so it means I'm still getting 20 out here. I think it's the clouds that are getting my low FPS. Oh no, it's all the rain particles. There we go, we're making that turn. It's all the rain particles that's giving me super low FPS. I'm gonna change some of my settings just in case if it rains in Houston. Let me actually check what the meter is looking like in Houston right now. It says just overcast in Houston, but yeah, I did up my X-Plane settings just a bit. Apparently it's no longer overcast here. No longer raining. So we can go ahead and turn these off. Turn that to 20 nautical miles. Here we go. So I think through here, we can go ahead and set our first thing of flaps. And then it'll slow us down. I think 2, yeah, 2 just moves us a bit lower. So we'll set 2 degrees of flaps. That'll mostly do our slats, I think. I think the first 2 are only slats. I think until 5 is just slats. But yeah, we're looking a bit high, but now we're going to capture it. I think we're holding here at 5,000. Yep. Why is it going down so much? Hold up. Flap 0. I don't want to slow down that much to where I'm almost stalling. Yep, our speed's going up now. And we're turning back towards the waypoints now. KDAL still has approach. I'd be in the airspace right now if I was on VATSIM. But since I'm not, I don't have it. So yeah. It is what it is. We're finally below the clouds for once. And yeah, guys, get ready for the arrival into Dallas. It's going to be a fun one. Trust me. It's going to be a very fun arrival. That is like blasting my ears out. It's going to be a very fun arrival into Dallas today. And I hope that we can all just enjoy it. But until then, it's difficult getting in since the runway should be wet conditioned. Which is not the most optimal. But we can work with it. So be ready, because I think Lippy is when we turn on that. We put the gear down. Is when we do it, I think. If that's 20, then that's like 10. So yeah. I'll put this right back down to 10 nautical miles. So 5 nautical miles, we start our descent, and then we start our decel just a bit later. Let's get a flyby going real quick. And I do want to do a low speed one with all the gear and flaps down when we can. So here we go. About to start the top of descent from 5,000. And then 5 nautical miles, we are going to roll back the speed. Actually, I'm trying to figure out now where we are because of just where we're placed. Where are we on the map? No. This is, oh. I know where we are. This is, Lake Louisville. Or Louisville. I think it's Louisville, but it could be Louisville. Yeah, this is the lake roll, right? We're currently on the north side of it. No. It's pretty cool. And I'm gonna start giving you guys like more facts about like where we're flying into and like all of that. Dallas is like 500 feet. So yeah, I'm gonna start giving you more facts like that. So yeah, we're getting like a tiny bit of rain. Maybe a bit more than tiny. Whatever, it's the windshields. I was trying to get them both going at the same time, but it's windshield wipers. What do you expect? So here we go. We're actually gonna set flaps 5 now. We're starting to slow, and this is starting to get serious as we are just decelerating. Now I think in real life, from what I've seen, is you wouldn't turn like this. They would make you go further out, make a 90 degree to the right, go further, and then you would join the Lippy waypoint. Because DFW approach runs right through here. Down to 10 nautical miles now on the screen. And actually, this is almost approach mode, like approach speed. Flaps down to 15. I don't know why it has us going so slow, but it is. Basically stalling speeds on approach. And there's the airport right there. That's where we're landing. So we do have the airfield in sight. To our 10 o'clock, I want to say. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Something along those lines. Alright, so go ahead and get the localizer armed. I think it's yelling at us for the gear. So there goes the gear. That's DFW right there. So that's why they don't run you this far on KDAL approach, because this is DFW. This is where a whole lot of more incoming traffic is going to be. There's a lot more incoming traffic than KDAL, so yep. And as we make this turn, since we did take the ILS, we're gonna actually take that. Yeah, let's turn this up. Oh, yeah, there you go. Because it's starting to come down a bit harder now. So, we're gonna go ahead and set, now that we're on this turn, full flaps. That is going to slow us down to a almost stalling speed. And we are on the approach for which runway? 13 right. And we're gonna set these back to low. There you go. So now that we have this, I think at any moment we could have the ILS come in. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on approach mode now. Or not, because it just wants to kill us. It is wanting to put us so far off the track. But yes, this speed I am gonna up because I don't feel like stalling out today. And we're just actually gonna hand fly now. So, aircraft is mine. I have to undo my wrist thing beforehand. Still gonna hand fly it, but this is getting very difficult. I think we have captured the localizer. It's telling us that we need to get down. So I will. Throttle's about to be mine, and we are about to be arriving in KDAL. Alright, we're gonna start hand flying her in like I would any other plane. I think we can turn these windshield wipers off because I don't see any more rain. Yeah, it's not raining anymore. It's like little spurts of rain, I want to say. It's not that bad. So, wheel roll can go ahead and go on now. As here we come. And speed brakes are going to be armed once more. That's going to be back. We're going to go ahead and take off the auto throttle. Give me a little warning. Here we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and be quiet for this arrival so then you guys can enjoy some of the sounds and sights at KDAL. I'm going to arrive this. I still don't have a FPS counter, or like FPM, my bad. But we'll just pretend that I have one, but we'll rate it when we actually view the replay. But until then, let's land this.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude 7.
looking pretty dead on in the center line too with the ILS.
500.
Stay along the throttles here. We're gonna throttle her up just a bit as my game almost crashes.
300.
Running red, 3 whites. No, it's 2 red.
200.
We're gonna go ahead and bring her back now.
100.
100. Yeah, really bring her back.
50. 40. 30.
Idle.
20.
And this is the float central
Yeah.
right here. Alright, we are on the ground. Reversers going out, nose down gently. Wasn't very gently. Reversers. Auto brake set to 2. We should make it. I'm actually going to go ahead and manually brake since my auto brake doesn't want to work. 80 knots. Roll out. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KDAL. Thank you guys for flying with Southwest Airlines. Whew. Actually, no, we need taxi light off until we're actually taxiing. A rough landing coming in here. It's pretty smooth, but floated her out quite a bit. Since I'm mostly used to flying Airbus now, it's hard adjusting back to the 7.3 after a while. Taxi light can come on. Nose wheel can go off. Wing can go off. Off, retract, off, 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 off. Taxi light's the only light that is on. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KDAL. Holy cow. One approach, what a landing. We're gonna go ahead and get our KDAL map up. And we will park at the Southwest gates. And yes, there's more than just Southwest gates here. So yeah. Here we go. So you just follow down taxiway trolley. What an arrival is all I'm gonna say. Flight director can go ahead and go off. APU will hold it at start. And it should go on. There we go. So as our APU starts, we are going to go right back. We're going to go to the gate, watch the replay, and then we're going to reload the sim for our second leg of the day. And not our last of the day, but definitely last of Southwest for today. And that will be going to Houston. So if I'm right, here are some of the passenger terminals, just right there. I'm gonna park over here, since we are with Southwest, and that is their main parking. So yep, APU bleed goes on. And I'm ready to get on taxiway Delta now. So here we go. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and just turn this on the APU power. Sorry about that, my mic hitting. And here's the gates that I want to park at, so we're gonna just pull over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just shut off engine 1. We're gonna do 1 engine parking here. Since we do have it on APU power, this should not be an issue for us. We're gonna pull into this gate right here. And I do have scenery for this, so auto gate should work, but I don't see anything to guide me in, because I don't see either a guy nor like a little like screen. Taxi light can go ahead and go off while we're here, by the way, and anti-collision can stay on, that can go off, and logo can stay on. I did not think that being on the ground with only 1 engine would be this hard to just pull into a gate, but it is. So we'll cut the power back. We'll just pull her up to this first mark. There you go. We're gonna set the parking brake, cut engine 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dallas. It was a great first run. We're gonna keep the forward fuel pump on for the APU. It was a great first flight. Really enjoyed it, and get ready for the second flight into Houston. But before we do that, we gotta check this replay. I think it was a pretty good landing. I don't know if it actually was or not, so I think we're gonna decide right here if it was good or not. I'm also getting 20 FPS right now. Actually, let's just skip a bit. So you can see right here, I think I'm coming in a bit fast, so that's why I hesitate on the flare. Flared too much right there. Way missed back there. And then now we're right back onto the flare. Just gonna hold it here. I don't want to do anything, and boom. Touchdown. It was pretty soft, I would say. The landing gear on the 7.3 is more firm. So, yeah. It was pretty good, though. It was a pretty good landing, is what I'm gonna say. It was decent touchdown, terrible on the float. That is something that I need to work a lot on in this aircraft, is the float. Oh, yeah. Otherwise than that, I think it was a pretty good landing. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a pretty long final approach view. And then after that, we're off to Houston. So we'll do the long final approach view. I'm thinking like we need to go a bit back, like right here, before the plane tries to kill me, and after I nosedive. So, right about here when we're in a stable approach. Here we go. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna just let you guys watch this, and I'm gonna set up for the second leg to Houston. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. See you. Hello, 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 welcome back. I'm finally back. We are here, right back at KDAL in the Southwest 737-700. I forgot to do something, but yes, we're here. We're back. I want to do some split wing action for the second leg. I'm back, guys. I'm here. And let's just get started, because last flight was an hour, something along those lines, and this flight is saying it's going to be an hour 15. So let's just get on with it. So yep. And just a quick reminder, if any of y'all were not here, welcome in, Ethan. I will be doing a second leg later on in the day. It'll be Atlanta to Orlando with the Frontier A320. So that'll be a pretty fun leg to do. Anyways, let's go ahead and get going on this leg. Southwest Airlines, Dallas to Houston. We'll go ahead and get the ground power on. We can go ahead and go nav and nav. This is all looking good up here. So we'll go right back over here. It's really raining down here in Dallas, so we gotta be careful off departure for some wet runways. So we'll go into the FMC. Let me get chat up on my phone, so then I can actually look at sim brief and talk to you guys at the same time. So we are at KDAL, and there we go. There's our IRS. So our route for today is going to be from KDAL to KHOU, Houston. So we do have a pretty easy flight plan today. Not as easy as last time, because last time was the ultimate easiest flight plan I think I've ever had. But we don't have any waypoints in between. It's literally the departure from KDAL straight over to Houston, and that's it. So we're going to go ahead, departure and arrival. Departure from KDAL, you're going to be taking 13 right, the same arrival runway that we just used. The Colonel 5, the... over here. There, that's where I was going. I would say it. Cool. Then we are going to be arriving. We're going to take the ILS 4 just because of the conditions. Actually, no. Sorry, I forgot how you put it in. We're going to be taking the Kids 3 with the Neil, and then we're going to take the ILS. That's how you have to put it in on the 7-3, otherwise I won't really like it. So, let's just go through the flight plan. How many more minutes do we have on this? 5. We're all good. So, we basically depart out of here. Good thing I checked. Down into Houston, take that corner. Cool. So I don't have to do anything besides just move those two together. Cool. So now I won't be able to see chat for a bit because my phone just died, and that's what I'm using to see chat. So that's looking good. We'll go ahead and put in this. So what? We'll go ahead and start that. I didn't realize this is in kilograms. That's why I'm using some kilograms. I don't want this to be kilograms. Oh, how about we had so much extra fuel? Okay, weight and balance, so pounds. So our payload for today is 33.8. And our fuel, it's giving us 12.714. So we have all of that in, and we will call the fuel truck to give us the fuel that we need. And 3 more minutes, so let's see what time we're going to go on. And we'll go ahead and just...
Wonderful flight attendants. Give them your attention as we push and taxi. They're going to give you plenty of attention en route. Enjoy the flight.
Southwest 2.
Welcome aboard. Please sit back, relax, enjoy the ride.
There we go. So that's all good. Another 3 minutes, so it's close to 2. So we'll go ahead and start up the APU now. There you go. APU's on, so we're still pump can go on for the APU. And here we go. Perfect. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get better pushback just pre-planned. And I do think that this is gonna be a nighttime arrival, so not my favorite thing to do. Flying at night, not the biggest fan, but I will do it if I have to. So seems like today is one of those days where they didn't intend to arrive at night, but we are. I know that.
Grounded cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Orlando. 2 minutes. Fine. We need to do. Our fuel's still going. So our reserves. Let's see what SimBrief is giving us today for our fuel. So reserves is 6.4. Cost index is 30. And our cruising flight level will be flight level 350. Now I can actually see it. So I'm gonna take off. Flaps will be set to 5. And there's our V speeds. So that's all good now. And we have 1 minute. So let's go ahead and get better pushback.
Grounded cockpit, tow is driving up.
And we are just about ready to be heading out of here. Dallas Fort Use. So some slight rain going on. Slight drizzle. It's not much. It's not going to be too bad, but I don't prefer it to rain. So, yeah. Not the biggest fan. So that's how we're aligned. Good. Let's turn on beat out. It should put in all of these speeds.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And so we're going to connect to go. I need to go and set. I think last time it was what, 3006? Let's go back to that. So nothing's changed. But the overcast is moved down to 4,000 now, so we only have to climb just a bit in order for us to get out of this.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake has been released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
There you go, APU bleed is on now. And here we go. Back to the ground. See, forgot to put that on the APU. We're all good. And that's coming around, that's starting up.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Good. These are the generators. If we can go to go off. APU can go off. Packs can go off. Isolation valve can go close. Throw key can go off. Or on. Not in. Can go on. And let's do our knowledge check. So up, down. I don't know why it changed that. So up, down, side, and side. Brake temp is looking good. Slow light, go steady. Anti-collision on. I think we will have the sun set. Just
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
So, that guy's way on a taxiway. So, this is a pretty simple taxi. Up top, airports. Go ahead and take that off. Go ahead and arm these. Yeah, my keyboard's not working. Oh, that's not. It's bugged out. I love my keyboard sometimes. It just bugs out. Actually, if y'all would give me 1 second so I can get my spare keyboard, that would be greatly appreciated. So I will be. Can I even get Spotify up? Yep, luckily. Alright, so I will be right back while I get my spare keyboard. Alrighty guys, so sorry for the lengthy delay. I also had to go get me a phone charger for my phone. So yep. That is why it took so long, and it had to find where my keyboard was even plugged in, but this is when I know if it's my keyboard issue or if it's an X-Plane issue. This keyboard won't even connect either. Okay then. Whoa. Oh. I'm typing over here. It's not working. Alright then. Well.